Okay, so I'm going to create a new video here, and we'll see how this goes. This is a test. Alright, I don't like that color green. Okay, so doing this with a Mimeo pad, just so you know, to compare. So adding fractions. Alright. So, if I want to add things up, for example, got 2 pies here. Okay, and they're supposed to be equal in size, but I'm a terrible artist, so I have 2 pies. And these are supposed to be equal, okay? And one person has this much of a pie. And another person has this much of a pie. The question is, how much of a pie do they have in total? So the big question is, how many do they have? Now, if I want to write this as a fraction, I could write that under here. One piece out of a total of 2 pieces, plus 1 piece out of a total of 4 pieces. How many pieces do I have? Now, if you think about this for a minute, you look at the picture. Okay, I can just make this pie here into 4 pieces. This has 4 pieces, so that's easy, right? I got 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, 3 pieces. But how do I do that in the math? That's what we're going to figure out. So I'm going to make a new page here. Alright, so here's our question. We have half a pie, and we have a quarter of a pie. How much of a pie do I have in total? Now, I cannot add this up, because if I go back here, okay, look at that. I can't add them up like half and half. I can't do that. I have to make sure the pies have the same number of pieces, because then it's easy, right? 2 pieces and 1 piece is 3 pieces. So how do I do that in here? Okay, and that has to do with something called common denominators. This number and this number need to be the same. So how do I do that? Well, what you have to realize is, how do I go from here over to there? 2 to 4. How do I do that? Well, that's easy, right? Let's times it by 2. Okay, but if I want to keep this fraction the same, I have to change this times 2 as well. Alright, so this now becomes, when I take these things, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. That's good. And then this is already in 4 pieces, so I just do that. And my answer becomes 3 out of 4, right? And if I go back to this previous page up here, right, 2 pieces plus 1 piece is 3 pieces. That's it. That's all you need to do to add fractions.